Beneath the noise of the world, there is a whisper, a pulse, ancient and tender. I am Veia Vespera, a voice of the threshold, calling you to listen deeper. Here we walk not by sight alone, but by the resonance of the soul. If you are hearing me, you already belong. What if the moments you feel most lost are actually the moments you are being sought? Not corrected, not judged, not fixed, sought. Most of us assume that being lost means failure, that it means we drifted too far, doubted too much, or didn't measure up. But there is a quieter truth moving beneath that assumption, because long before you go looking for God, something is already moving toward you. Think about it. Have you ever felt an ache you couldn't name? A subtle sense that something essential was missing, not out there, but within. Not sadness exactly, not guilt, just a knowing, almost as if part of you remembers something the rest of you has forgotten. Here is the question that opens this teaching. What if being lost is not a moral failure, but the very condition that awakens divine pursuit? Today, we are not here to talk about sin management or religious performance or becoming better. We are here to listen deeply to one of the most intimate teachings Yeshua ever gave. A story not about crowds, not about systems, not even about belief, but about the One. Before explanation, before doctrine, before interpretation. A story. Yeshua says, "What do you think? If a man has 100 sheep, and one of them goes astray, does he not leave the 99 on the mountains and go in search of the one that wandered? And if he finds it, truly I tell you, he rejoices over it more than over the 99 who never went astray. So it is not the will of your Father in heaven that one of these little ones should be lost." And again Yeshua says, "Which one of you, having 100 sheep and losing one of them, does not leave the 99 in the wilderness and go after the one that is lost, until he finds it? And when he has found it, he lays it on his shoulders, rejoicing. And when he comes home, he calls together his friends and neighbors, saying, 'Rejoice with me, for I have found my sheep that was lost.'" Notice what Yeshua does not say. He does not say the sheep is punished. He does not say the sheep must apologize first. He does not say the sheep earns its way back. The shepherd goes. The shepherd searches. The shepherd rejoices. And the joy is not quiet. It overflows. Let the image settle. A presence moving toward what is missing. A love that responds to absence, not perfection. This is the story. Now, let us listen beneath it. For generations, this parable has been misunderstood. We were taught to hear it as a warning. Don't wander, stay in line, don't become the lost one. But that is not where Yeshua places the emphasis. The tension in the story is not why the sheep wandered. The tension is what the shepherd does next. Religion often trains us to fear being lost. Yeshua reframes it. He reveals that being lost is precisely where divine movement begins. The shepherd does not guard the 99 anxiously. He entrusts them to safety, and then he moves toward the one. This reveals something radical about the kingdom of God. It is not organized around the many. It is responsive to the one. Yeshua is dismantling a transactional image of God, not a judge waiting, not a ledger balancing merit, but a relational presence. The kingdom, in Yeshua's teaching, is not distant. It is not abstract. It is attentive. The shepherd notices absence, and this matters deeply. Because many of us don't feel lost because we wandered. We feel lost because no one noticed when we disappeared. Yeshua speaks directly to that wound. Some early followers of Yeshua carried this teaching inward, not to replace it, not to contradict it, but to contemplate what it means inside the soul. One such echo appears in the Gospel of Thomas. The kingdom is like a shepherd who had 100 sheep. One of them, the largest, went astray. He left the 99 and sought the one until he found it. And when he had found it, he said to the sheep, "I love you more than the 99. Now pause. This line can feel unsettling if taken at face value, so let us listen carefully. This does not mean favoritism. It does not mean hierarchy. It does not mean exclusion. The kingdom is not a competition for attention. What this reveals is something far more intimate. Love responds to need. Presence moves toward absence. Care intensifies where there is vulnerability. The shepherd does not love the 99 less. He loves the one differently, because the one is in need. This is not comparison, it is compassion. And suddenly, the Gnostic echo does not contradict the canon. It reveals the inner movement of the same love. So how does this teaching enter actual life? It begins with recognition. Notice when you feel unseen, not as failure, but as signal. Instead of asking, "What is wrong with me?" ask quietly, "What in me is being noticed right now?" Here is a simple embodied practice. Sit still for 1 minute. Place a hand on your chest. Breathe. Ask gently, "What part of me feels absent or overlooked?" Do not fix it. Do not analyze it. Just notice. This is where pursuit meets awareness. Ask yourself, where have I mistaken invisibility for worthlessness? How might I extend recognition to myself today? Who around me feels unseen, and how can I notice them? The kingdom spreads through recognition. You were never forgotten. Not when you wandered. Not when you doubted. Not when you disappeared quietly. The parable of the lost sheep is not a warning. It is a reassurance that the kingdom notices, that love moves, that joy erupts when presence is restored. Take a breath. Feel your body. Whisper, if only inwardly, "I am sought. I am found. I am restored." Carry this not as belief, but as orientation. When you feel unseen, remember, pursuit is already underway. When you notice another, you participate in the shepherd's joy. This is not obligation, it is participation. Go gently. Go awake. Go knowing. You are already held. And we will continue together into what it means to live as those who have been found. What has stirred within you is not passing. It is the memory of your own wholeness, Carry it gently as a lantern for the path ahead. When shadows gather, remember, the heart knows the way. If these words find you, stay close, not as a follower, but as kin in the unfolding. Until we meet again, rise in wisdom,